What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another video where, hey, you must be there right now reaching that milestone. You probably got your awakening gem, the glorious awakening gem, and you're probably thinking to yourself, well, who is the best option for me to awaken, right? Well, if you're wondering that, you're in the right place, guys, because right here, right there, I'm gonna give you guys what is in my opinion, and again, my opinion, who is the best one for you guys to awaken, right? Using the gem. Now, mind you, that you could only use that gem to awaken in the specific, specifically the glorious champs that has been released on the banquet event, right? So you could pick and choose who you guys are gonna basically get. Either is Purgatory or Medusa or Black Panther or Sentinel or Deadpool X-Force or Sentry, right? It's one of those 5 champions over there that you guys are going to be able to go out there and choose who you want to awaken. Anybody else, you can't use the gem on, right? My opinion here, guys, my humblest of the humblest opinions here, out of all of them, so for example, let's go each one of them. Black Panther. Black Panther is a beast, and I am gonna be ranking him up to rank 3. I have him rank 3 on my baby account, and I am gonna be doing some gameplay for you guys pretty soon. But the question is, does he need the awaken ability? Does he need the SIGs? And the answer is yes, he does. But does it really matter? It does, but it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, it just makes like fights a little faster because you start with ramp ups and you don't have to parry as much. And that, to me, that's no big deal. If I have to do an extra 4 or 5 parries and, throw a couple of SP1s in between while I build to an SP2, that's no big deal for me. And on top of that, too, is in the future, we're gonna get more awakening gems, and making those decisions will be a little bit easier. But I am a fan of the Black Panther Civil Warrior buff. So if you're wondering if I like him or not, I love him. I love this dude. I'm gonna rank him up on this account, unawakened, at rank 3. Don't care. I like his playstyle. And I like the way he flows on matchups. Mainly the shorter matchups. He's the biggest, like, Everest content guy? No, he's not going to be your Everest content guy. He's just mainly for short fights. Okay? Now, if you have a Sentinel, okay, which I don't have the Sentinel out of all of them. I didn't get to pull him, and I am not gonna chase him. I spent already 23k units on this event. All of those units which I grinded, they're just basically spent, and I'm not doing that anymore. I got fortunate. Okay, I didn't share with you guys, I'm sorry, but I did pull those keys out of the crystal, and I believe you get 3 keys, and I was very lucky, and I got to pull all of the ones that I wanted to pull. Okay, now let's just go over here and see where is Sentinel. Where the heck are you, Sentinel? Jesus Christ, where is he? Where is he? Man, it's hard to find him these days because this is the bottom of the barrel. I'm not a really huge fan of him, but there he is. Alright. Now, does he need to be awakened? And the answer is yes. You do want to awaken him because it does help him big time. It makes the matchups faster, of course. And if you do have him and you're a fan of his, and you're not so fandom of the other ones, then yay, man, listen, rank up your guy, throw that gem on him, throw the 6 stones, you're gonna be a happy camper, No problem whatsoever with that. Everybody has their favorite champ in the game. If that robot over there is your favorite guy, man, I would not get you any slack for it. I do like him as well. I think he's fantastic, but he's not my favorite. Okay? Now let's go over to Sentry. Because it took a century to get this guy duped. Holy shit, he was so bad. And by the way, he's still kind of bad though. But, you know, he's not my favorite out of the guys. Now, he is good for Everest content. Okay. Mainly incursions. This is what I'm hearing, like, good things about this guy. That a lot of people that are incursion warriors, they're going out there ranking this guy up and going ham. If he is your guy, then yes, use the gem on him, because that will make it much better for him to be ramped up. You also gain that indestructible. It's passive, it's great. I would look at him the same view as the blue jean guy, Luke Cage, where he gains those indestructibles, and it's just awesome to have if you mess it up and you ended up pushing opponents to SP3. Hey, if you're a scrub like me, having an indestructible, not a bad thing. So there you go, guys. That's Sentry right there for y'all. Now, let's go over to Purgy Baby. Now, Purgatory, in my opinion, okay, this is my opinion. I don't want nobody going over there in the comment section being like, "Why dare you don't like this person?" Calm down, dude. Calm down. Everybody has their favorite champ, okay? And she is legitimately one of my favorites, right? She is like top 3, because my top 3s goes as follows. Number 1, Deadpool X-Force. Number 2, Medusa. Number 3, it comes Purgatory. And then number 4 goes Black Panther. And then 5, Sentinel. And then 6, I mean, I don't really care about too much of the Sentry buff, but like, you know, again, if you're an incursion god, you're an incursion god. Now, Purgatory, man, if you're a fan of her, I think she is much better than Isophine. I said it. There you go, I said it. I think she does what Isophine does at a much better rate and better utility. Why? Because she is more reliable without needing to have that signature ability awaken. Isophine, man, if you don't have her awaken, forget about the serpent matchups. You're not gonna be able to do her. And on top of it all, man, I'm not really a fan of the whole, you know, looking like Isophine looks like to me a champion out of Raid Shadow Legends. I'm not super fan of that, even though Purgatory does look a little bit like that too, but I don't know, man. I'm not a huge fan of Isophine. Okay, Isophine to me, she is cool and all, but yeah, maybe someday I'll change my mind, and then, you know, hey, I'll be an Isophine fan, but I'm not really an Isophine fan. Purgatory does not really need her awakened ability unless you guys want to use her for questing. And that will play a factor, because then you could capture those souls and you could just maintain and keep those souls, and, you know, basically use that, have the ability to have slow and a bunch of other stuff as she goes along the way, which is super easy to use, man. She's super easy to use, guys. I love characters that are easy to use in a game where there's a lot of complexity with nodes and situation and blah 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 blah. Damage, she has it. Utility, she has it. And another thing too, nobody talk about it. Isophine don't have regeneration. This girl, she has regeneration. So definitely, she's on my list to rank her up. She will be going to rank 3 soon at some point. Just, you know, right now in this point in time, I have other plans for my gem. Okay, and she's not getting it today, but one day she will definitely get the gem, right? That's Purgatory for you. Now, let's go over to the god himself that is already rank 3, by the way. He is a monster. I mean, man, if I knew this guy was gonna be this good, you could not convince me, you could not tell me that this guy was gonna be any good. Any good. He was a dud. From a dud, he's now a stud, and he's a god. And now, sure, he does not have regeneration, but pair him with Nick Fury, man. And bam, you get that regeneration. You can use your recoil masteries. There's no big deal. Nick Fury is not dead weight whatsoever in the team. It's just fantastic now that you have the ability to use that Nick Fury synergy, okay? And you could have this monster on your goddamn quest team. Now, what he does with the awaken ability is simple. I like to keep things simple on this channel, okay? When he's awakened, all right, all he does is he's split the buffs. I don't know if I said that right or not, but you know, it's what nobody in the game is immune to that, by the way. With matchups like Nick Fury, where he gains that second life, what the split debuff does is very simple. It just prevents him from gaining all that health back up. It just reverses it, and bam, Nick Fury is dead. Now, he does not need to be awakened, guys. He does not need to be awakened for that. You will still be able to murder, and I mean absolutely delete Nick Fury's and everybody else on those shorter matchups. You know, particularly like, you know, 500k, 600k. Like, he will demolish them, bro. You will demolish them. You don't have to have this guy awaken. It's nice to have him awaken. It's kind of like the Black Panther, except it's less hassly to play with him. Okay, Black Panther is a little more parry, cancel your combo, dash back, and, you know, refresh your charges. But with him, you don't have to have him awakened. Okay, so using a gem on this guy, it's nice, but it's not needed. Okay, so it doesn't really need to go that far for that. So now let's go into the last one, the final, and which is my girl Medusa, right? Medusa's fantastic. Right there, I said it, guys. She is the OG Scream without Scream being Scream, right? Like, Scream is great right now, and I used to throw a lot of shade at her because, you know, I didn't really get her play style that much, and I know some of the fans down there are gonna be like, how dare you don't like, you know, Scream. They're gonna be screaming at me because of Scream. Does that make sense? But what I will say is simple. Medusa does everything that Scream does, and she does it a little better and a little easier than what Scream does. Okay? Feel free to disagree with me. Feel free to disagree, man. I know somebody's probably typing already right now. How dare you say that? And I'm saying it right now. I could hate on this chick just for the fact that she has more hair than I do. Okay, I'm a bald man. I don't have hair. And guess what? She has way more hair than I do. And I'm jealous of that hair. And I could be like, hey, listen here, girl. Nobody's gonna be rubbing up those hairs in my face. No way that I'm gonna take this abuse. But I gotta say, out of all of the ones that got released, she needs it the most. Mainly for that one utility, which it is the true accuracy. Guys, the true accuracy is massive, okay? If you want to shut off evade, if you want to shut off auto blocks, if you want to take on those matchups like Red Skull, and you want to just blitz it through them, you gotta have that awaken ability, and you have to have her ready. Now, because of that. Okay, and now feel free to throw your gem at anybody that I previously talked about, because at the end of the day, guys, when you play this game, you play this game for fucking fun. Okay, you play this game for fun, and that is what it's all about. Okay, I would not throw shade at you if you awaken anybody else, because at the end of the day, if that's your favorite fucking champ, hey, that's your favorite fucking champ. She was my very first 5-star champion that I awakened and took her to max rank 5 as a 5-star. No bullshit. She was my first one. And for a reason. Because back in my day, before she got the buff, the only way that you could get all those Furies, because now she gains 6, you were only allowed to gain the Furies if you had her awakened, by the way. And you were only allowed to gain 6 Furies if you had the Royal Synergy, which the other 2 was just dead weight on the team, which was Black Bolt and Karnak. They were 2, man, seriously, buff them. Rework those guys, for fuck's sakes. They're so bad. They're so bad. But here's what I'll say, right? That was the only way to really maximize her to her true potential. Now, she is a perfect fucking champ. Immune to bleed. Armor shatter. Shuts off robots. Now she has the ability to shut off evade and auto block, which is amazing. And on top of it all, to make it even better, she doesn't even need to be awakened to gain all of those spheres or rely on the synergies anymore. That is amazing. I want to shake the person's hand who did this massive buff on her, man. I want to go out there and Kabam HQ. First of all, if I'm passing by Kabam HQ and I see Kabam crash, I'll be like, you fucked us over, bro. I still like you a little bit. I will say that. And I will go over to the person who made this massive and incredible buff and give them a biggest hug. Okay, biggest hug while Kabam crashes crying in the corner. That'd be hilarious. But anyways, man, she is getting the gem. No doubt about it, guys. Bam! She is now awakened. She is the one that needs it the most. Okay, guys, in my opinion, my humble opinion, she's the one that needs it the most. Now, I have 125, so I'm gonna bring her up to rank. I'm not gonna dump all my SIGs on her. I'm gonna bring her up to rank 60. Why is the one not going away? Go away. What the fudge? Alright, fine. I will bring her up to rank 10 first, because they're not letting me. Okay, so yeah, they're not letting me type in the number. So I'm gonna go 11 just for the sake of it. I know it's random, but let me see now if I could actually sig her up a little better, because those are generics and those are glorious. So I'm gonna give her 70. Okay. Now, why is the 0? Why is not going it away? What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. Alright, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna go 70 over here. Yep. All the way, just gonna keep tapping, because my delete is not registering for some reason, guys. Bam. So now she's SIG 81 or 82 or whatever. And I am gonna pair her. I don't want to practice. I'm gonna pair her. Where are you going? Jesus Christ, where did you go? Where did you go, Medusa? Come back here, you red ginger. There you go, she is here. I'm gonna equip her with a relic, and then particularly I'm gonna use the Thor relic. Sorry, CGR, man. CGR, you're a goat. But I'm gonna pair her up because I do like her. Scream is looking at me right there like, bro, come on now, dude. Seriously? There you go. She is now ready. And I will do one matchup with her, okay, guys? One matchup. Particularly a practice matchup. Because I do want to practice against an auto-block person, which is Red Skull over here. So I'll practice against them. And I could go with, what's her name? Medusa. And I'll show you guys, man, how simple it is. So it's medium, which is is a light. Medium light. Alright, we're not starting great there, but look at this. I don't even think. Now look at this. True accuracy, and now it's gone, man. We don't care. So I'm gonna make him throw a special one. We don't care. He's gone. Like, just like that, man. Like, it's so simple. It's so easy. It's awesome. And if you guys wondering how do you refresh and stack those bleeds and everything, she's even easier now, because all you have to do, since there are 7 stars, whatever rank you get the same power gain. You gain the power easy peasy. It's not like back in the day where with the 6 stars, if it's rank 4 you gain less power, if it's rank 3 you gain even more less power. No, now you actually gain the full benefit of gaining those regular bars of power, and bam, she just can reach up to a rank 3. You can now skip the rank, the special 3, you know, which is easy now. Just press the skip button and you could just keep refreshing and just dealing and stacking all the damage. I will put up a video with nice Cat in the Blender music in the background of me just demolishing what's his name, Star-Lord on Labyrinth of Legends. So I'll find some nice Cat in the Blender music. I know you guys like this sort of stuff. I won't be yapping or anything. It's just just Cat in the Blender music and gameplay in there. Hopefully I'll get to do rank her up to rank 2 soon, because of the milestones on the glorious banquet, which was glorious. Huh, Kabam Crash? Huh? It was amazing, this banquet event, huh? They saved it a bit with the present, though. It's all good. But anyways, guys, I waffled long enough, man. Probably some of you already skipped or probably left the video, but if you stayed this long enough, hey, thank you so much for sticking around. That is all I got for you guys today. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.